Well, a very good afternoon, and the warmest of welcomes I extend to all, and welcome along here on behalf of the good team at EVES to our auction room, and of course to our owners. May I extend the hand of gratitude for entrusting the exceptional team here at EVES with the marketing of your very fine property. It's certainly been our great privilege. And of course, introducing our auction team led by our very own General Manager, Tanya Swain. Welcome into the auction room to you, Tanya. The absolutely fabulous, our Sales Manager, Nikki Tracey, at the rear of the room. And of course, we have the wonderful Christine Faltado, who will be displaying both feats of numerical and technological dexterity, as Christine is in charge of the all-important bidding sequences, which will be displayed on the screen beside me here. And of course, the astute among you will know by now that Louis MacDonald is my name, and it's an absolute pleasure to be conducting proceedings, but more simply here in the capacity to cap off the very fine work of our lead agent, Miss Lisa Gray. Now, bidders and buyers throughout the campaign, Lisa will have been very diligent, and Lisa will have furnished you with documentation which will aid in your purchasing decision here this afternoon. Among that documentation, Lisa will have provided you with a copy of the Real Estate Authority's approved guide to sale and purchase agreements. And of course, Lisa will have supplied you with a copy of the auction terms and particulars from which we work. And to those terms and particulars, I take you now, good folk, as you run through the conduct of auction. It will come as no surprise to you that our owners offer up the property subject to that confidential written reserve price. Subject to that reserve price being reached, I'm permitted to sell the property to the highest bidder. Our owners have given me, as the auctioneer, the exclusive right to place bids on your behalf. On their behalf, beg your pardon. Make that very clear, place bids on our vendor's behalf. That is what we refer to as the vendor bid. Any vendor bids that I do place will be clearly identified to you as such. Ironically, I should use the term vendor bid. Any vendor bids that I do place will only ever occur well below that reserve price where the property is clearly not for sale. Now, bidders and buyers, as the auctioneer, I may execute my right to refuse a bid if I do not deem it to be in the very best interest of our owners. If a dispute during the bidding happens to arise, I shall simply arbitrate that dispute. Bidders and buyers, I shall be your numerical conductor throughout the sweet symphony of the bidding. Follow my lead along to the grand finale of the call, which will be signified by the percussive beat of my gavel coming down the rostrum like so. If you so happen to find yourself in that very fortunate position of holding the highest bid, well, congratulations, you are deemed to be our purchaser. Your obligations are therefore twofold. Sign your name on the memorandum of contract and pay a deposit of an easy 10% of the purchase price. Bidders and buyers, good folk, those are your obligations as we look toward our offering here. Lisa brings to the market 23 Raymond Street off Morningside, more formally described as an estate in freehold, enveloping a some 1,032 square metres, more or less, as we say, comfortably over a quarter of the acre in the old language, being Lot 7 deposit plan 56755, fully contained and described on that record of title volume NA 160 for the 1416. Vacant possession is on offer on that settlement date described as 90 days plus 6 working days after the date of this agreement, or earlier by mutual agreement there. Of course, some further terms being clause 23 regarding the dishwasher being sold as is, whereas and the dishwasher is not functioning, therefore under the general terms clause 9.31 regarding the warranty on the chattels do not apply as to the dishwasher, and no claim shall be made under the general terms clause 11. The offering, located in the family-friendly suburb of Morningside, featuring play parks, reserves, great schooling and that renowned Morningside sunshine. Commutes will be short and sweet, with the close proximity to the city centre, positioned back off the road, giving that sense of privacy and seclusion. Accommodation provided by a trinity of bedrooms, complemented by the family-sized bathroom and the highly functional kitchen, featuring the golden hue of the native timber flooring. Established gardens and offer enough to keep the garden enthusiasts among you certainly amused, without necessitating endless hours of upkeep and maintenance. Of course, the duality of decks make entertaining effortless and a great excuse to enjoy those gin and tonics with that Morningside sunshine. Further practicality added by the garaging and the carport, a property ample for the first home buyer or the astute investor among you. Bidders and buyers, good folks, I simply put it to you, I put myself into your hands as I seek now for that opening bid, that opening offer. Is a public auction, folks, not a silent one. What do you see value? Start me away. It's not where we start, it's where we end. We're of equally zealous but less able in their buying position. Waiting for the property to pass in. So if you have cash, unconditional interest in the auction room here today, register your interest. I give you but a moment to consider options as I go around the room 3 times, looking for your opening bid on that first call. Second call, opportunity before you now. Go you into the deep dark abyss of the conditional market. A third and final opportunity to put yourself forward front of the queue for 23 Raven Street. Very well, Lisa, it seems that they'd rather speak to you than me now. I cannot blame them for but a moment. I'll place that back to your very capable hands, and I'm sure you'll have a sold sign on 23 Raven Street very, very soon. Well, that concludes our auctions today at EVES, and I thank you very much for your attendance. Rest assured, Lisa Gray, you're in good hands with her, and she will ensure to sort you out at 23 Raven Street.